Hey, what's going on, guys? So, again, I know it's been a little bit since the last review, um, but I do have a new review for you of a character that, for once, I really don't have any familiarity with until recently when I saw that this particular action figure was announced, and I started hearing about him. Um, I don't know all that much, to be honest, so forgive me if I don't really know certain things or some stuff like that. But I still think he's an essential DC character, so I figured I'd get him. So today we are reviewing the DC McFarlane Multiverse Animal Man. So there's typical box, gold label. It's a Target exclusive. So you got Animal Man, and this is the human zoo, and then you got that. Then you got a picture of, I'm assuming, a comic book somewhere. I know a lot of people, when I look at the reviews, said that they wish that he came with a jacket. It is a nice look, but I'm okay without it because it's not exactly like, I don't, like I said, I don't know that much about the character, but yeah. So here he is. Got him posed up here. I'm so unfamiliar with this character. I haven't even seen his real name yet, and I haven't even looked at the card. So, but speaking of the accessories, we'll get into the boring ones right away. So we got the typical stand. And then we've got the card with a picture of him on it. And it says real name Buddy Baker, debuting in the mid 1960s. Animal Man was born after an alien visitation. After as a member of the Forgotten Heroes, Buddy became a founding member of Justice League Europe. In his own title, he discovered his true origins and even broke the fourth wall, meeting the writer of his exploits. Animal Man became an ambassador of the Red, at one point changing his look with long black and white hair. So clearly, I didn't know half that. I knew that there's like a bunch of different Justice League teams, just like there's a bunch of different Avengers teams. Never heard of Justice League Europe, which is surprising considering that makes a lot of sense. So I'd have to look into that. I don't know, are they still around? Like I said, I don't really know anything about him. I might have to do some more research. So forgive me if, as I'm showing him off, like I really don't know too much about him. But now that I know about him, I do want to pick up some comics with him in it to see what he's all about. So to get into more interesting accessories, he does come with extra pairs of hands. He has these two, I don't know, kind of like saluting running hands. He's got a gripping hand here, and then he's got a fist for the hand that doesn't already have for his right hand. As you can see, he already has a fist for his left hand, and then of course he's got this claw. Now, I don't really know exactly what all his powers are, but I kind of wish they gave us an extra claw hand so you could have two claw hands, but that's just me. Like I said, I don't know that much about the character. And then here's this other accessory. I don't know. What is this, a badger? It's not a bear. Maybe it's just like a mixture of like a bear and a badger. I don't know. There's a badger. It's the only thing I can think of was like some sort of badger-like creature. If you actually know the name of this creature, if this creature is a real animal, which I know sounds like very like dumb. I don't mean it to be. I like legit don't know because this is toy form, so I have no idea. But trust me, I do know a lot of animals. I'm just animals into superhero comic, adaptations. I don't know. So, but yeah, just let me know down in the comments. This looks like some sort of like badger-like creature that would be like in the woods or something. So let's take a look at Buddy Baker here. I do know that it's also rumored that he is getting his own project, which I think is probably why they decided to release an action figure of him, to be honest with you. It seems to kind of happen quite a lot. But here he is. He's got these very nice looking shades, might I add. Excellent looking shades, and he's got great blonde hair there, I guess. His outfit is very classic looking. You know, it's very classic comic looking. It'll look great along with any other like very classic looking comic characters. I'm assuming that obviously this A means for Animal Man. And yeah, everything's pretty much painted well. You know, I mean, you know, this, I think this might be reusing the same body book that like Riddler and stuff like that I've been using. But I'm not for certain. I have to double check. But yeah, I do know that there's also been a bunch of reveals for DC. Like I know that they revealed an Earth 2, I call him President Superman because I'm never sure if I have his name correct. I know they revealed, I plan to get him, by the way. I know they revealed, oh, there's like Cassandra Cain Batgirl, there's Spectre. Man, what did they just reveal though? Oh, they announced a JLA wave. And the Build-A-Figure is going to be Plastic Man, from what I've heard, which kind of sucks because so far they've only revealed 2 characters, so I have no idea who else is going to be in the wave. But one of the characters I think about getting is Aquaman. But I'm also sitting there kind of thinking like, but do I want that to be my definitive Aquaman? So we'll have to see. But that's not the important thing of this video right now. So yeah. Oh, and I will say that this hand is excellently well sculpted. So let's take a look at the articulation. His head can move up that far. His head can move down that far. Look side to side. You got tilt. Got the usual shoulder joint in there. Arms can move out that far. He's got an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, the typical hinge and swivel. Oh, I think there's actually 2 swivels. But yeah, you got the diaphragm joint and another joint that goes down into the hip area, and that allows him to crunch that far back, or that forward, this far back. The only unfortunate thing is that if you have him this far back, the A gets cut off. Now, theoretically, you probably won't have him this far back most of the time, but you know, that is like probably the only complaint I have about this character, or this action figure, not the character, because like I said, I don't know that much about him, so I don't know if he's missing something other than the jacket. So and obviously can rotate and tilt. His legs kick that far, kick back that far. Doesn't really have a thigh cut or anything. Got a double jointed knee and a typical ankle joint that allows it to go that far down, that far forward. Can swivel, and it's got ankle pivot and toe articulation. So now I don't know what characters he would really be joining up with, but I will grab a couple, just a couple of random ones, and you know, compare them. Alright, so I've got 3 characters here to show them off to. So the first one I'm going to show them off to. Hopefully this gets good on camera. Now, he's probably not going to be standing perfectly, so just bear with me for that. Here is Jay Garrick Flash. So if I have him heel to heel. I think Jay Garrick's a little bit taller. And then just because I want to see how he would look like next to a live action version of the character, here is Black Adam from the Black Adam movie, and the only Black Adam I have. because that's how I operate in my collection. Obviously, much taller, which is to be expected. And then I also wanted to see, so I have Riddler here. I think this is the same body book, or maybe not. I can't tell. It might be, actually. I think it might be. So, there you go. Oh, and then, well, you can't really see him now, can you? He can, of course, this little animal here can, of course, stand. So it doesn't have any articulation, which kind of sucks in my opinion. But, so yeah, I do apologize. Like I said, that I don't know a lot about the character, so I can't be like, oh, well, you know, there's this factor and this factor or anything like that. But I am glad to have him. He looks great. I'll have to do some research on him. I do know I have heard a few comic recommendations out there. So yeah. Like I said, there have been a bunch of reveals lately, and I used to make occasional videos on reveal, and I just haven't been able to, unfortunately. Yeah, and then since I usually do this if I have comics with me, I'll show you guys that I got this recently. That's weird that the eyes aren't there. Oh, you can see it when I put it this way, but actually they're red, but on camera they're either black or white. That's interesting. But they're actually red in real life. So it's DC's Night Terrors. So I think this was made around Halloween time, which would make sense, but yeah, so another cool comic book that I can't wait to get reading. So yeah, that does it all for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.